Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Pagey here, with another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 review, and this is Episode 3, called, something to do with Inhumans, so it'll be in the title somewhere, I can't remember, it was like in brackets, weird title. But anyway, in this review there will be spoilers, so if you're not seeing the episode, make sure you go watch it, and if you want to, come back and watch my review. So anyway, if you go on to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, leave any comments on what you thought in the episode, and what you thought at the end of this episode, and subscribe if you are new. So anyway, the episode starts off with Lincoln essentially running away from the ATCU? ATCU, not AC, it's ATCU, and essentially now he's on the most wanted list because he's like the alien, and he had all that, the surveillance footage from the hospital because the public was involved in that, and we know that it was him, Daisy, Mac was there, and also Lash, but we haven't seen Lash since the first episode, and we don't see Lash throughout this episode, and he doesn't really get name dropped, so I'm a bit disappointed. I want to see more Lash, but there's 22 episodes in this season, so I'm assuming they want to sort of keep Lash on the minimum, if you know what I mean, until later on, because I want him to be the big bad for this season, so hopefully he is. But throughout, like, Lincoln being on the run, he accidentally kills his best friend, which basically leaves him distraught and essentially actually thinking that he is a bad guy. On the other side with other people, we have Simmons, who's still recovering from the end of last episode, coming to terms with all the, because obviously she was on a different planet, had different conditions, different climates, different gravity even, so she's got to get used to planet Earth, and even just consuming general food and water, she's got to get used to that again. But one thing that's interesting is that she seems to have like heightened senses, or at least heightened hearing, because like the littlest thing like me, I could be like going like that, and it'd be like someone like banging a drum right next to her ear, so she's got like heightened hearing at least, but we might see some more of her abilities come out throughout the next couple of weeks. We also have Hunter and May, and Hunter's they're trying to get into Hydra so they can get closer to Ward, so they can eventually just kill Ward. So essentially Hunter has to get into this fight essentially to get into Hydra, and he ends up winning it, and he gets to talk to the dude from episode 2. I think it was, yeah, episode 2, who like Von Strucker's son like sort of escaped from, so he's in like the lowest bit of Hydra, and they do like sort of name Ward that he'd like to meet Ward someday. So Hunter's into Hydra. I'm not sure what May's job will be. I think she would just be like a outside correspondent, I guess you could say, which Hunter would talk to every now and then. Now, as I said before, that the ATCU actually has the footage from the hospital, so they would know that Daisy is also an Inhuman, but essentially Rosalind, who obviously the lady from the ATCU, strikes a deal with Coulson to essentially, if they will keep Daisy's secrets safe if they allow, if Coulson will allow them to capture Lincoln. So essentially they agree to that, but Lincoln manages to escape, and then they threaten to take Daisy. But then Coulson agrees that he'll work with the ATCU and harness the skills from S.H.I.E.L.D. to help them find the Inhumans that are either dangerous or ones that they just want to keep an eye out over. The last thing that we see in this episode is actually like sort of like the end credit scene of these episodes, but we see Simmons basically testing out the portal fragments. You know, that like the portal exploded. She's got fragments, and she's actually testing them to try to recreate the portal, because she says that she wants to go back, and that she has to go back from wherever wherever the portal originally took her. So I'm going to theorize here a bit for what actually happened with Simmons in regards to the portal. So she either wants to go back so she can either harness her abilities even more, or basically find out what's wrong with her, or she knows that other people there that might need help. It's very interesting. They'll reveal it. You can't really theorize too much about it because it's a bit unknown. I don't have too much information, but so there's a reason that she needs to go back, and she seems pretty damn desperate to get back. I don't think it's to stay there, but it's definitely something to do with those abilities, or at least the heightened hearing that she's getting. So it has something to do with that at least. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. But leave your opinions in the comment section below. What did you think of that episode? Overall, I'll probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was an okay episode. Not too much happened. Really, I can tell not too much happened when I have like around roughly 10 dot points. If it's a good episode, about 20 dot points, and I only have around like 9 or 10. So yeah, not much happened, but it was an okay episode. It wasn't boring, just not much happened. So thanks for watching, guys. If you leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.